My name is James Swisher. I'm the Director of Continuing Education for the Institute of Industrial and Systems Engineers, also known as IISE. We're a professional society for industrial and systems engineers. We have about 23,000 members worldwide. And one of the things that we do for our members and non-members too is offer educational programs, in particular certification opportunities. We have about 75 different courses that we offer. Our most popular, though, are our Lean and Six Sigma certification programs, Yellow Belt, Black Belt, Green Belt, Master Black Belt. And we are really pleased to partner with Accredible in how we issue our certificates and certifications for our learners through those programs. So when we started the conversation, our big driver really was, we issue several thousand certificates a year to learners. And that was becoming a pretty daunting process to manage a printing, mailing kind of paper-based program. In addition to that, it was becoming more and more daunting to manage being able to validate credentials for learners and for employees. And for both of those reasons, we really felt like a digital credential was a better option for us and for our learners. And our learners were telling us, hey, times have changed. It's great to be able to have a paper certificate, but I need something more than that. So that was really what was driving us at that time. We didn't realize how smart a decision that was going to be, though, because the world was about to change for us and our learners. Right around the time that we started our partnership with Accredible, we went from being a 90% plus live in-person training organization to a 90% plus remote training organization. We were able to convert a lot of our live in-person classes to live stream, or live remote. And then we also developed several self-paced on-demand versions of our courses. And so students were tending toward those. And honestly, a digital solution makes so much more sense in that environment where you don't even have an opportunity to hand a learner a certificate at the end of a course. You really do need a better way to interact with the learners and a better way for the learners to share their achievement. I think from our staff perspective, it just freed us up from a lot of very manual, headachy kind of work. Producing physical certificates, mailing physical certificates, keeping up with the document ID for each certificate, getting that logged into our association management, validation checks from potential employers, just all time-consuming activities that don't add a whole lot of value for anybody. That was a big win for us. But honestly, I don't know that we truly appreciated how big a win it was going to be for our learners. And that's really what impresses me about the product, that we have a partner who is very learner-centric, very user-centric. We have a very active student chapter network as part of IISE. So more than 150 universities have chapters. So we do a lot of certification courses with our universities. And our university students love Accredible. The biggest feature that gets the most traction and everybody loves externally and internally is the easy integration with LinkedIn. I get to see dozens and dozens of excited students announcing their new Green Belt certification on LinkedIn every week. And it's really amazing to see how proud folks are of their achievement, but ways to connect with potential employers, these young people who are just starting their career. And there's sort of a third benefit for us. There's some additional exposure and marketing that we wouldn't have gotten without that. And I think we all probably underestimated it. The amount of additional exposure that it gives the Institute and helps other folks understand what kind of programs we offer and gets them to them. It's been a really, really great experience for us. Our co-branding predated Accredible, but it makes it so much easier. The tools in Accredible to design, new certificates. We can work with our partner universities to lay it out. If they have a branding change, it's easy to change that. So it's made it very, very convenient for us and for our partner universities. do monitor a lot of kind of traditional educational metrics. But in addition to that, we've gotten savvier, particularly with the tools in Accredible, about monitoring the marketing aspects of being able to grant digital certificates. We definitely like to look at the open rate for the certificates. We definitely like to look at the share rates. Both of those so far this year are just below 90% for us, which we're very proud of. Folks are sharing their accomplishments, and now those are measurements that we can understand what the reach of our programs are. How do they share their accomplishment? Are they proud of it? So we're really fortunate that so far they are. I don't know that I can tie a direct link to our learners and to our Accredible relationship, but we're very fortunate over the last 4 years. While most professional societies have shrunk, we have continued to grow. So I think our relationship with Accredible is only going to grow as we continue that expansion, particularly outside of the U.S., as a way for learners to share their credentials and hopefully make the relationship sticky. I think that's one of the hardest parts for any professional society, is to bring enough value year after year. So any way that we can continue to make that relationship sticky is helpful for us, and I think our digital credentialing platform is one of those mechanisms. We've very much appreciated a lot of the more advanced marketing capabilities we have with each course too. So the recommendations algorithm, ways to present folks who already have a relationship with us with opportunities for where they might want to go next in their learning journey. I would and have. I'm a member of a professional society made up of professional society members. We had our annual conference last year, and anytime anybody asked me what we were doing for our credentialing solution, if we were happy, I was proud to say that we were a partner with Accredible and quite happy with the partnership. I feel like we get a lot out of it. Learners get a lot out of it. I can't say enough about the support. Everything has been just very easy. Anytime I have a question, I get it answered quick. If there's something new that I want to do, I get support to do that. It's been a really great relationship. We're very pleased.